Okay, in this lesson we're going to learn about small numbers in scientific notation. And the first little rule that I want you just to remember, and even if you don't, you'll be able to figure it out as you go, is this. Large numbers have positive exponents, and small numbers, you probably guessed it already, have negative exponents. Okay, now how it's going to work is a small number would be something like 0.008, and we want to convert that into scientific notation. And if you remember, scientific notation has to be a number that's 1 or bigger, but less than 10. Okay, so we have to turn this into this. So I'll just change colors here. What we're going to do is we're going to change 0.008 into scientific notation by moving the other way. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, and now I have 8, which is between 1 and 10. And we're going to times it by 10. And I count my jumps. My jumps were 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jumps. So I put a 3, and because we're dealing with a small number, you put a negative. So we just 8 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, let's move on to a different example. Okay, let's try something like 0.000063, and we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many jumps, because if I would have moved there, I would have gotten 63. So that doesn't work. What you want to make sure you're doing is move to where you're going to get 6.3. So really what I should do is go 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump, but stop at the 5th jump, because then you'll get 6.3 and not 63, because you want to be less than 10. So we're not going to go to the end, or else you would have gotten 63. So if I times that by 10, if I count my jumps again, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I write 5. And then I ask myself, is it a big or small number? This is a small number, so I know I have to choose negative. So I just put a negative. And that's your answer in scientific notation. Okay, what I want you guys to try is, let's try 3 examples yourself, and you just have to pause the video and try them, and then you can see how I did it. So try this one, 0.0054, and try this one, 0.000625. Okay, so just pause the video and then try these questions yourself. Okay, hopefully you tried them. On this one, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, and stop there, because we want 5.4. And you times it by 10, count your jumps. You have 1, 2, 3, so 3, and because it's a small number, I have to put negative. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, but stop there, because it has to be 6.25. If you went too far, it would be 62, which is too big. And if you count your jumps, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. And because it's small, it has to be negative. So hopefully you got those ones right. Okay, the only other thing that you'd also have to do is work backwards. And to work backwards is the same idea. If I had something like 1.4 times 10 to the negative 5, we know that has to be a small number because it's a negative exponent. So write 1.4, And if you forgot which way to go, like do I go right or do I go left, you could figure it out. Like if I went this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wrote out all the zeros, you ask yourself, this is a big number, but this is supposed to be small because it's negative, so I screwed up. Don't do that. It means I have to go the other way. So if I go the other way, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I know it's 5 is because the exponent tells you how many jumps you made. So I know it's 5. And then you just fill zeros in just like the last video. And put a decimal at the beginning. Now, no one writes it like this, even though technically it's fine. People write a 0 in front of this, and that's the standard way of writing it. So you normally would write a 0 in front of it. You could write it just like this, but I would prefer that. Let me show you one more example, and then I'll get you. Okay, if we try 1.2 times 10 to the negative 3, this is how many jumps. So you would go 1.2, 1, 2, 3, put your zeros, put your decimal, and rewrite it as 0, 0, 1, 2. Okay, try this example. 2.5 times 10 to the negative 2. Pause it and try it. Okay, if you're trying this, it should look like this. There's 2 jumps. 1, 2, put a decimal, or put a 0, and put your decimal right there. And if you rewrote it, it should have a 0 in front. Okay, final. In this part, what I want you to do is learn how to multiply and divide exponents, or multiply and divide with scientific notation numbers. And I think I'm just going to stop the video here and continue on into part 3, because I think it's going to be a bit long. So if you finish watching this, move into part 3.